Hello, everybody.
Nina,
Hello.
quit being a little shit. We love you, but stop it.
You heard it here first, folks. Nina confirmed little shit. Breaking news.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Welcome back to Whispers in the Mist. It's been a while.
Yes.
If you're enjoying what we're doing, we have many ways you can support the show. We have a Beacons page with all of our affiliate links, Redbubble, direct donations through Coffee, all that fun stuff. Social media links are on there too. A link to our Discord where you can come share memes and stuff.
You can also give us your mother's maiden name. Mother's phone number is a new one that we're accepting as payment.
Social security number.
Social security numbers. Your first pet's name.
Childhood best
The
friend's
soul of your
name.
firstborn child.
Soul of your firstborn child. Yes. That's a new one. We're now accepting that as payment too.
Definitely not a cult.
Yeah, totally not a cult.
See,
Not a
Darren, you're
cult.
learning. You got
I'm
this.
learning, yes. I'm picking it up.
If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, we have live stuff sometimes. It's been a rough month. 2 months.
Yeah.
It's been a rough time.
Hashtag curse 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Is
been
that all I
every year
usually
since, like,
say? I think
2020.
that's all I usually say. Anyway, Darren, here, take us away.
Hello. Let's do it. Yeah, okay. Been a while. Just a heads up, today's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream. We're just going for an hour until 3, which is the exact amount of time we need to resolve this cliffhanger that just happened in the last episode. So let's do a quick little recap of where we are. Last episode, our players entered the small logging town of Hotchkiss. It's the small company town owned by Barrow and Locke, the company that we've grown to love so much, so dearly. But yeah, small lumber town. And we did a little bit of exploring last episode. Basically, everything that you needed to stop at ended up being in this small little square, the town center, and then everything else is basically just like homes dotting the area around it. We stopped by the inn, where we secured a room. We also heard that there were a couple other people staying at the inn, and it's been a while since they've had guests, and it's like, oh wow, all of a sudden we've got 5 new people showing up. How exciting. Left the inn, went to the general store, learned a little bit more about the area, got some local gossip about a rash of like wolf murders. Apparently people are dying from like large
Is that
wolves.
the official term now?
Yes,
Yes.
of course.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't killed by a wolf. I was murdered by a wolf.
But it also makes it sound like people are murdering
Premeditated.
wolves. So are the wolves doing the murdering, or are the people murdering the
yeah,
wolves?
Of course. The wolves are doing the murdering, of course.
Because why wouldn't they?
Yeah. So we had learned of a couple recent deaths happening that were kind of suspicious, happening in the town itself. We met the owner there, Sylvia. We spent a lot of time considering buying her mom's cookbook, or of some kind. It's been a little while.
I didn't actually write down the relative. I just wrote
I
down
just
the
have
author.
Lillian Moore.
I'm gonna lock in mom and call it there.
All right.
It's mom's
Confirmed.
cookbook.
Mom.
Yes, exactly.
Mom confirmed.
Yep. Great. From there, we went to the sheriff's department. The sheriff himself was passed out from drinking too much moonshine, which, of course, the owner of the inn was selling for quite a high price. So he was out. But the deputy came in, Deputy Sloan. He helped you guys out, gave you a little bit more insight about the deaths that have recently been happening. Mentioned that they've been because it's definitely just a normal wolf attack, right? Definitely. They're offering 30 company scrip, which is their currency. The local Barrow and Lock company currency is scrip. Offering 30 scrip for any wolf carcass that you can bring back, signifying that you killed a wolf, to make the area more safe. From there, you guys, I believe, spent the night and then did the show in the morning, or did you guys just go straight to the show? I don't remember specifically. We did a show.
We did the show. I think we did the show in the morning, right? And then
I'm pretty sure that's the case.
I think so, because I think we spent the first day scoping out locations.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah. And then it was like getting to evening by the that and no.
didn't-
You
no, we-
guys did the show in the evening because you were doing it when everyone was coming back
Yeah.
from work.
Yes.
Yes.
Got it. Yeah, all the workers that have been out upriver chopping down trees, sending things down, the lumber mill at the river, all were coming back into town. And you
Mhm.
guys were like, this is a perfect opportunity to grab some eyeballs and do our show. Thus, the show occurred. You guys made some decent cash off of that.
Yeah.
As you're collecting your money, wrapping up the show, we of course wrapped up with a fun little cliffhanger. Ruby noticed in the crowd 2 faces that she recognized. One belonging to Jackie Watkins and the other to Rudy Wilson. Let me just give you, we'll kind of dive back into the episode with me describing them and the affiliation to Ruby, and then you guys can decide what you'd like to do with this information. We'll see what they're doing, but essentially right now they're in the crowd just kind of watching the goings on. Rudy, this large muscular man, he's wearing like a button-up shirt with the sleeves rolled up, suspenders, and he's standing there just like looking huge and menacing. And then his associate Jackie, they're known more as like the brains of the operation. You can kind of tell that they've got the look in their eyes for keeping an eye on everything. More slender build, androgynous features, and wearing like a 3-piece suit.
Yes.
3-piece soup.
Always wear 3-piece soup.
A like black suit with pinstripes. You can see they take out like a pocket watch, check the time, put it back in. And of course, Ruby, you recognize them as 2 of the 2 shepherds, as they're known in the Good Mother Ministries. You're definitely not a cult from the before times.
Definitely not a cult.
Yes. Shepherds basically are like the security force of the town of Sanctuary where you're from. You've theorized that eventually some would be sent after you to kind of retrieve you and bring you back to town. But this is the first time that someone has actually found you. So the crowd is kind of dispersing, still a good amount of people milling about, kind of talking about the show they just saw. They had a great time. And these 2 standing right there, Ruby, Charlie, Jenna, you guys are all Charlie. Sorry, not Jenna or Charlie.
Ava.
Garon and Ava. Oh my God, it's been forever. All right, we're back.
It's fine.
Garon and Ava, you guys are packing up, bringing the stage materials and stuff like that back to the wagon. Ruby, you're right nearby. What would you like to do, Ruby? You're the only one that's noticed this and understands what it means.
So, question for the group: have we come up with a signal for like, there's an emergency, we need to be aware, like, in the past?
I mean, I would think so.
Because if we have, Ruby definitely like would flash that signal, like
Mhm.
a way of subtly doing it.
I think it would make sense given
how often we probably had to flee town.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ava's probably made that signal a fair amount.
Yeah.
Aaron's probably never used it.
We have to go. Garen's like, I want to use a secret signal, but
I don't know.
I'm not running from anything.
I don't know if Ruby's used it previously, but like
it was probably for Ava. Like,
yeah,
if you do this, it means we gotta get out now.
Yeah. So
what's the signal? What would it be?
It's not subtle.
No.
It's just
I was gonna say, I feel like that's what Ava originally suggested, and the rest of us were like, no.
That was the best one, was this.
Trying to think, would it be that, or
I don't know.
I mean, you're kind of out of earshot, so if you just want to say something, you definitely can.
Yeah, I think Ruby's like, we have a not so good tail right now, and I don't and she like tries to subtly indicate Rudy and Jackie. They're not good people.
Oh yeah? How you know them?
From they're friends of my dad.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we should just get our stuff and go, or like
this leave town situation?
Yeah, like how dire is this?
I don't really trust them being in town. I don't know if they're here looking for me or if they're looking for recruits.
We could
take them to the woods and hope that
we could
one problem takes care of the other problem.
We could camp out in the woods for tonight, is what I was going to suggest.
Yeah. Oh, see, I was gonna say we should just tie them in the woods and then let one problem take care of the other problem.
If they follow us, then
we're out in the woods.
All right, so as you guys are having this conversation,
I get you. I smell what you're stepping down there, Garen.
All right, so as you guys have this nice long conversation as a group, Ruby, you hear from behind you the voice of Jackie say, well, look who it is. Long time no see.
I think Ruby just says, fuck. Like, just right off the bat.
Jackie turns to Rudy and just says, go ahead and grab her. And he reaches out to grab you, Ruby, and I think that's going to go ahead and just trigger us going right into
yeah. Ava's ready to brawl at that point.
yeah, exactly. If Ava's not grabbing a knife, I don't know when that'll happen.
Something's gone horribly wrong if Ava's not grabbing a knife.
All right, so go ahead and roll your initiatives. If you have any easing effects, let me know. But the number you're trying to beat is an 18. If you want to apply effort to try and beat it, you can feel free to do that now.
Question: does this count as identifying or assessing danger in any way, shape, or form in this situation, specifically for Ruby?
I think that time has passed for using that. This is more your instinctual initiative.
No worries.
I'm off to a great start by just chucking a d20.
Oh, good.
The room.
I just throw a whole d20 at their heads.
Yeah.
That was an 18 on the nose.
Well, fuck. Is this
nice.
lowered if I'm special? Does it matter if I roll the 4? No, it doesn't.
Five.
Roll 5, fantastic. All right.
Garen didn't do the worst.
I didn't get the lowest.
Yes.
How about d20 I checked across the board? I'm gonna just wiggle real quick. Hang on.
All right, Ruby, Jack, Rudy. We've got Garon and Ava go after, and you guys can kind of decide who wants to go first in that case. But Ruby, it was important for you to go before the rest of the group because Rudy hasn't quite grabbed your arm yet to kind of keep you in place. So you have a quick moment here to do what you need to do as you see him approaching, this huge, like, hulking man towering over you.
Oh, Ruby is totally, I think, going to immediately activates fast talk and freeze him in place. And she's just rambling, like, she's keeping up the show personality that she's had going on. So she's treating him like a very aggressive customer versus, or like patron versus like, oh, this is a guy from my, like, she doesn't necessarily want to draw too much attention to the fact, like, she wants him stopped, but she's not gonna like be screaming that this guy is trying to kidnap her just yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Yeah,
No.
you do see that there's still like a bit of a crowd around, but no one's like been alerted to anything happening yet. Great. Okay. So you use your action, you go into fast talking mode. You're just trying to bamboozle him into standing in place.
But it is also kind of like making him look bad as like a bad patron and like, hey, you're a little too handsy, sir. Like, calm down. Like,
very cool. Very cool. Cool. All right. So you go ahead and start doing that. Jackie is the next to act. Really quick. Tess specifically. I've been thinking about this ability that you have. And if it's okay with you, I think I might put in place something where, like, if someone does damage to you or attacks you, then you just have to make a roll to kind of maintain this fast talking. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, that makes sense. I had assumed we were doing that.
We might have done it in the past, but I just rethought of it and thought it was a new idea.
Yeah,
so I wanted to let you know.
Roll concentration to maintain your talking spell.
Standard rules. It's not specifically in the rule book, but I think that makes sense for this ability. So Jackie's going first. I think they see this going down and is gonna. Garon and Ava haven't gone yet, so they don't really know their abilities at the moment. So I think they're gonna go after you, Ruby, and just kind of like try to like clock you in the face to just kind of like shut you up, like, hey, shut up. So I need a defense roll. Jackie is at a level 6, so you got to roll an 18 or higher speed defense.
Oh, so my armor doesn't help here. No.
Yeah, it'll reduce the damage, but won't do anything more than that.
And I don't have anything that'll help in speed defense. So 18
you could always,
or higher.
Yeah, you could always apply effort if you want to.
Oh, that's gonna.
It'd be points from speed.
Yeah, I know, and this will hurt me a lot, but I think this is an important effort right now.
Okay.
So to bring it down to a 15.
All right, sounds good. So 1 level of effort.
But no, I did not.
Okay, sounds good. So they do clock you, dazes you for a moment as it hits. They do 6 damage normally, but you have some armor, correct? You said?
Yes.
So how much does that reduce it by?
3.
3? Oh my gosh, I forgot you had like
I have that armor.
riot gear on. All right, cool. So that'll reduce it down to 3 damage. And then I like the idea of setting the difficulty to whatever the damage is. So it would be a difficulty 3, 9 or higher to try and maintain this concentration. Intellect is your skill that you're using. And hopefully you can keep Rudy in place because he does go next after Jackie.
I'm going to apply effort again.
Applying effort? Okay.
Yeah, but it was a 15, so I am...
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So you get punched in the back of the head. Start like it kind of dazes you for a second, but you're able to continue concentrating on Rudy. You're like, the rest of the group will take care of Jackie, and you're locked eyes. He seems frozen in place. This is for you for some reason. You're like, oh, I'm just charming him, like just fast talking him, that sort of stuff. To other people, it does appear that you guys are like locked in a mental battle. Like he's like almost frozen in place. Like he looks confused, doesn't quite understand what's going on. So something more is happening, but who knows what that is. Great. So that's Rudy's turn gone because he's just standing in place with you there. Garon and Ava, you're up next. Whoever would like to go first can take that.
Can Garon go first?
Okay. I was actually wanting to know, because we've never done this before, if I could use a player intrusion.
Yeah, I was also
You're
thinking
considering
about
that.
that.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So basically you could
Spend an XP.
spend an experience, yeah, if you'd like to, and kind of cause something to happen on the field.
Yes.
If you know the kind of effect you want to do, you can let me know and we can talk about it. I have something in mind that I can throw in there. If you would prefer,
Okay.
you let me know.
Well, one of the options that I picked was nearby presence, which is you sense a magical entity close to you offering to lend a hand. They might use your next ability, buy you some time, or protect you for a few rounds. So I was thinking it could be really interesting for some form of natural entity to...
I have something in mind.
Okay.
I can pull something in if you'd like.
Sure.
All right, sounds good. Great. So the first strike has happened. Jackie has attacked Ruby. Rudy is moving in as well. A few people have noticed and are like backing away and starting to run. But you see one person still in the field here who starts running at you guys to help. And you see Sylvia Moore, the owner of the general store. She starts running at you, and something happens as she transforms.
Oh my god!
From human to this larger, like lanky werewolf. Full on her back feet, claws growing, fur everywhere. Her face elongates into the snout as she sprints in to help you guys. I'm going to insert her into initiative. I just have to get her stat block because I wasn't ready for that.
Wow.
And she yells, "Get away from her!" as she runs in.
Oh my gosh.
I was wondering if that was going to trigger something with this werewolf.
Not what I was expecting, but I'm here for it.
Yeah. Okay, they're gonna go with you guys, Garan and Ava. I'm just gonna pop them into the end of initiative, so they can go this turn with you guys. Cool. All right, fantastic, exciting. So yeah, she's sprinting in. Ava, it's your turn next, and then Sylvia will go.
Well, I guess we didn't need to take them to the woods for one problem to take care of the other, huh? All right. Well, he didn't get a hold of Ruby, so we're just dealing with Jackie then right now, because the other guy's just...
Yeah, the other guy's still there and will be a threat as soon as Ruby breaks concentration on this. But Jackie is like the main threat right now. Jackie has like turned around to see this werewolf sprinting in and is immediately reaching for a shoulder holster where you see she's pulling out a pistol.
I'm gonna go up and I'm going to actually use my iron fist.
Okay.
And try to kick that weapon out of the hands. If there's something I can do, I don't know.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, if you would like to do that instead of doing damage.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Love it. Cool. Yeah. Great. Yeah. Go ahead.
I imagine it's like a drop kick to like the wrist.
Yeah, exactly. She's pulling it out. The second that it's like leaving the holster and free, you go straight for that wrist to try and knock it out of her hand. You're trying to beat an 18. This is a difficulty 6.
All right. So I have... Is it lowered because of...
Yeah, you have some stuff, right? Don't you?
I'm sure I do.
I'm pretty
hand to
sure you
hand.
do.
Yeah. What did Iron Fist do for you?
When you make an unarmed attack, such as a punch or a kick, it counts as a medium weapon instead of a light weapon, and I have the enabler.
Okay, got it.
So I don't know if that counts for anything.
Let's go ahead. So making it a medium weapon basically takes away the fact that your rolls are eased. Normally, but it increases the damage. So instead of doing 2 points of damage for an unarmed strike, you're doing 4 points. But since damage isn't a part of this, we'll go ahead and just go ahead and ease the roll instead. So automatically, because you're just using hand-to-hand combat, we're dropping it down to a difficulty 5, so you'd have to roll 15 or higher. You can always apply effort if you'd like to. This would be what are the stats again? Strength or whatever that one is. Might or speed. To try and reduce that if you'd like to.
I am going to reduce it by 1, and then
cool. So it's 3 points unless you have edge and speed, and then that's 2 points.
I do have an edge and speed.
Perfect. Sounds good. Cool. So spend 2 points. That brings us down to a difficulty 4. We're at 12 or higher to hit.
15.
15. Nice. All right. Fantastic. Yeah. You run in, dive kick, strike their wrist. The gun goes flying through the air and scatters on the ground. We'll say that it's roughly a short distance now, so you got to use an actual action to get to that gun. Awesome. Cool. Anything else you want to do this turn?
No, just disarm the.
Perfect. Love it.
Pinstriped.
Yes.
Not a cult member.
Definitely not a cult. All right, cool. So we've got that. We're going to jump back up to Ruby. You're
Sylvia.
In. Sylvia, thank you.
Yep.
Sylvia's sprinting in. She's gonna. Who would she go after? She might. I don't want her to like ruin the plan, but she might go after the big guy.
I mean, that would make sense.
That's fine.
That makes sense to me. Like Jackie's being taken care of. The big boy is right there. We're gonna go ahead and have them attack. Yeah, she's gonna attack Ruby. I was gonna roll for it, but it makes the most sense. Which might knock him out of the concentration. Except you'll restart it probably on your deck.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter.
Like bleeding out from like getting its innards, getting disemboweled, and you're just like fast talking him while he's on the ground.
Exactly.
That's what I imagine happening.
Yeah, that's pretty much what's gonna happen.
Would someone like to roll for Sylvia, please? Who'd like to take over for that?
Probably not Charlie.
Probably not me.
I'm just kidding. You can roll if you want to.
Why don't we have Tess do it, since Ruby's mostly just going to be doing this fast talking thing, I'm assuming?
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what.
All right, so we're trying to beat it's a level 5 for him, so it's 15 or higher. Let me just read her stuff real quick. See if she has any special things she can do.
Spread lycanthropy through the cult.
Yes. It's fine.
Now we have a werewolf cult after us. Crap.
All right, doesn't have any way to ease it or anything. So yeah, just a 15 or higher is what we're trying to get. Unfortunately, a little high, but not impossible.
Let's see how much my dice like me. Nope, it was a 7.
7? Okay, no worries. So she jumps in, she jumps onto his back and like starts clawing at him, not enough to do any like serious damage. As this like breaks his concentration from you for a second as he's like trying to defend himself from her. And that's her turn as she's like going in attacking this guy. And we jump back up to you, Ruby.
Ruby immediately activates Bewitch again.
All right, sounds good. Fast talk, right?
No, it is actually called Bewitch. I gave Fast Talk the first time, and I gave the wrong one.
Got it. No worries. Cool. So using this Bewitch ability again, like, hey, look at me, as Rudy's being attacked.
Yeah.
And he turns back, faces you. Awesome. He's like still trying to defend himself, but he's like, I gotta go after her, I guess, but she's making some good points. And
this is literally a lecture on this is all his fault. If he had not like caused this issue, he would not be being attacked by a werewolf right now.
Yes, exactly. All right, so we're back over to then Jackie and Rudy. Jackie's going first. I think they want to attack Ava because what the fuck? So they've lost their gun. So they unfortunately do have some backup weapons. But you see they like pull back the right side of their jacket and reach down and there's you see 3 throwing knives in their belt, just like you have. And
Sweet.
they pull out 2 knives, one that they've got in their left hand, one in their right hand, and they're gonna throw one at you. Basically, no, you're friggin' right there. They're just gonna try to stab you.
Just stab me in the face. It's fine.
So we need a defense roll from you. Difficulty 6, 18 or higher. Let me know if you want to do anything with that.
So I have speed defense specialization.
Great, cool. So reduce that to a 5. Just gotta hit a 15 or higher.
Okay.
Just have to hit a 15 or higher.
Just a 15.
Just a 15.
Well, that's a 7, so no.
Gotcha. Sounds good. So they come in, the blade facing backwards in their hand as they stab right into your shoulder. They do a decent amount of damage, unfortunately.
That shoulder is cursed. That's where I got stabbed by the deer.
Yeah, exactly. Stabs right in for 6 damage on you.
I'm gonna -1 for the leather jacket.
Perfect. Sounds good. So 5 damage coming out of your might pool. And then they pull it out. They go in for another stab with the other arm. Not going to happen this turn, but that's what they're doing. They're intending to take you out right here and now. Rudy's up next. He's just hanging out, getting attacked by a wolf, and Ruby's focusing him down. We'll jump
a deep back massage.
Exactly.
You're realigning my spine.
Garon, you're up next.
Cool. Does a gun classify as a small object?
Yes. Yeah. What are you doing with that? What does that mean? Garon, what does that mean?
What does it mean?
I want to use hedge magic.
Okay.
One of my abilities with hedge magic is that I can cause small objects to float through the air. So I basically want to like put out my hand, like telekinetically have the gun fly towards me and grab it in my hand.
I fucking love that. Absolutely.
Hedge magic to shoot it at him.
Yep. Yeah, you reach out. You basically use the force. The gun like skitters across the ground before flying up into the air straight into your hand, ready to fire. That'll be your action though for this turn.
Yes,
so we'll come back to you next turn. But now you're armed with a gun, Garon.
Garon, what do you have? A gun.
What?
He's got a gun. All right,
Garon's
awesome.
got a gun.
Love it. Do you want to do any movement or anything this turn, or you're happy where you are?
I mean, how close am I to Jackie and Rudy?
Everything's right now is in an immediate distance. So right up on you guys. You've been in a little clump here.
Okay.
You can't go too far. You can move up to like 10 feet ish without using your action. But if the cart's right there as well, if you want to use anything with the cart or anything like that, basically just repositioning is what you're looking at here.
I just want to make sure I'm not within immediate grabbing distance of either of them.
Got it. You're gonna kind of be unless you use your action to move a short distance. Sorry. But if you want to use your movement to like take some cover, you could kind of defend yourself from ranged attacks at the very least.
Sure, let's do that.
Okay, sounds good. So you head over to the cart. Are you getting in the cart or just wrapping around behind it?
Since this is more fast and loose, it won't take any extra movement to like get up and out of the like in and out of the
cart?
cart?
No.
Okay,
No.
then
That's all part of just immediate movement.
I'll jump into the cart.
Perfect. Yeah, you jump in, you move some things out of the way, and you got a nice little position there. Love it. Over to Ava. You just been stabbed.
She just kind of like sighs, like, and then she's gonna pull out the sweet sword cane that she's apprehended from somebody who was not torn apart gruesomely in the woods.
No, not at all.
Avery would want me to use his cane.
Yes.
Yes.
He was going to become our
back
benefactor. Eventually, he would have retired and had to leave all things to us in his will. So clearly, you would have gotten the cane anyway.
Exactly what I'm saying. He would have wanted me to use it to kill these cult members. Whatever.
Yep.
So she just and I imagine she just got it strapped to her back because why does she need to walk with a cane? She's young and so she's just. This is decorative canes on my back, just in case, you never know.
Yeah, exactly.
Fine. It's fine.
Just in case you sprain your ankle or something. You got a cane on your back.
You never know.
Pop a few kneecaps.
Just in case, That's how
Love it.
do in Brooklyn. So she just grabs the sword part out and just, all right, that's enough. And then she's gonna take a swing at him. I would like to, I'd like to use the swipe ability, which is, this is a quick, agile melee attack that inflicts 1 less damage than normal, but dazes your target for 1 round.
Love it. Cool.
During this time, all of their actions are hindered.
Cool. Love it. Awesome.
So.
All right. We're at difficulty 6. So 18 or higher. It's a medium weapon, so the attack wouldn't be eased, but it will do a good amount of damage if you can hit.
It is because I have weapon wielder.
That's correct. Thank you very much. So it's still eased with a medium weapon.
Yeah.
Awesome. So 15 or higher, unless you want to apply any effort, you can do speed or might.
All right. I'm using speed. I rolled a 17.
17. All right.
Yep.
Awesome.
So it normally does 4, so it's 3 damage.
So 3 damage, do a good amount of damage to Jackie here. And then, so go ahead. Can you describe that attack for me as far as how you're going to daze Jackie?
Oh, I feel like he does not expect what she does. She just grabs the cane and a sword comes out and he's like, she stabs his shoulder that he, the same shoulder that he stabbed her with. She just thrusts that sword right through that same sholler.
Perfect. Yeah, you stab them right in the shoulder. Stab them right in the shoulder. And it does basically as you pull it back out, you rip it out in a way that they lose use of that arm for a second. That they're eyes go.
It's a nerve.
Wild for a second. Yeah, exactly. It hurt a lot more than the wound actually looks, basically, which is enough to daze them. Awesome. So they're going to be hindered with their attacks. Anything else you want to do this turn? You happy?
No, that was it. That was my.
Perfect. Great. So that's Ava. We're back over to Sylvia, who's ripping into the back of Ruby. Ruby, if you can go ahead and make another roll for me. 15 or higher.
That is a 15 on the nose.
15 on the nose. Perfect. All right. These things, 8 points of damage. You do not want to get on a werewolf's bad side.
No. I'm glad she's on our side.
Yeah, exactly. So she's ripping into him. She finally gets a claw in his chest flesh and rips across. He yelps out in pain. You see blood seeping his white button-up shirt. He is injured. That hurt him a lot. From there, we're going to jump back up to Ruby. You see her strike across. You see him howling in pain. He's already looking very hurt, like he's going to go down soon. What would you like to do with your turn?
We're going to go with another Bewitch on this guy just to keep him from punching anyone in the face.
I love it. Yeah. Absolutely.
Maybe a little bit of taunting of this is what you get furthermore, and
Mm-hmm.
You
I
can't
love
You
it.
brought
get
this
rid
on
of-
yourself,
Yeah,
really.
yeah,
You were
yeah.
asking for it.
Yep, he's questioning his life choices. It's a whole thing.
You should have never left the cult. Like,
Yeah, so he's now hurting, being attacked by this creature on his back that he's confused about. You're taunting him. Great. So Rudy's turn is basically kaput unless Jackie can do something, which I think they are smart enough to kind of understand the situation, understand the threat that you posed, Ruby. Ava, you see as they sidestep you and throw one of their knives straight at Ruby. So I need a speed defense roll from you.
isn't their thing hindered? Or wait, they're hindered.
They
though,
are
right?
hindered. Yes,
Yes.
thank you. So that'll ease it for you. So instead of a difficulty 6, it's a difficulty 5. So you have to roll a 15 or higher. It's speed defense. So if you want to apply effort, maybe you're worrying about how many points you have.
Unfortunately, I do not have enough points to apply effort with the armor.
All right. So then we're looking at 15 to defend against this.
That is a 14, unfortunately.
14. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so that hits. I messed with stuff a second ago, so I just gotta double check. Oh yeah, I said okay, cool. So their knives do 4 points of damage. So you get hit for 4 coming from your might defense roll. Or might pool.
Yeah.
And then because it was 4 damage, that's your difficulty to maintain concentration on Rudy. If it breaks, he's going to be able to act here. So a 12 or higher is what you'll have to roll for intellect, unless you want to apply.
That's a 16.
16, awesome. You now have just a knife in your side as you got hit.
She probably adds something to the line of what she's saying. Yes, this knife is mine now.
Oh my god, that's terrifying. Oh, you've given me a weapon.
We never give her weapons.
I love it. Yeah, just kind of like gritting through the pain and pivoting what you're feeling into your words.
Yeah.
Excellent. I love it. So yeah, Rudy's gonna lose his turn again. He hasn't been able to do anything this whole time. Garon, you're up next. You're now.
I have a gun.
You now have a gun. You're in the wagon. Now, before you do anything with
both
that,
weapons. There is a problem.
do you are you trained in weapons like this? I was just thinking through that.
Well, what is it classified
Or,
as? Like
practice.
firearms?
Yeah. Let me look at your sheet as well. I'm just making sure that we set precedents before I forget in the future.
I mean, I don't have like a specific firearm skill, if that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, it would be like practiced. Yeah, we'll skip it for now. We'll look into it later. So we'll just assume that you at least can fire a gun effectively. And then I'll relook at the rules in a little bit.
Okay.
Cool, sounds good. So you're in the back of this wagon. You've got a gun now. Garon's got a gun. And you see everything that's been unfolding in front of you. You see also Jackie has started pushing past Ava to go after Ruby. Ava's striking in, trying to attack, but they're definitely dodging so far. What would you like to do with your turn here?
I wanna blow out Jackie's kneecap.
I love it. Let's do this to do a called shot. Why don't we reduce the damage a little bit? So normally this is a medium revolver, so it does 4 damage. So we'll reduce it to 2 damage if you want to have an additional effect by shooting their kneecap. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I love it. So we'll have an additional effect added on if you can hit. So you aim at Jackie, aim just a little bit lower, go for that kneecap. Go ahead and roll your attack. So difficulty 6, trying to roll an 18 or higher. If you have any, this is definitely speed if you want to apply any effort, or do you have any other abilities to reduce this?
I do not have any other abilities. I would like to apply effort.
Okay, sounds good.
So 15. I need to roll 15.
You got it. Yep.
And that is an 18.
Damn. All right. Awesome. Cool. So, yeah, you fire across expertly. You're on the marksman, and strike the kneecap. Awesome. Jackie's going to fall forward. Oh, I should have eased it because I think that they still have that whole dazed thing, but that's okay. You still hit them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Jackie just falls forward to the ground. I'm gonna like basically make it so that they can't really go anywhere at the moment. You've at least affected their ability to take down Ruby, but we'll see how that affects them on their turn. Awesome. They just scream out in pain. Kneecap is a very painful thing to get shot out, and they're like grabbing their knee. With that, we're gonna jump over to Sylvia.
What about Ava?
I'm gonna skip Ava. No, I'm just kidding.
Your turn. It's fine.
Go for it, Ava.
Finish her.
Ava is actually going to use her iron fist to kick him in the other kneecap.
Kicking Jackie?
Yeah.
Oh God, I love it. By the way, I've been using they, them, by the way, for Jackie, just as a heads up.
Why wouldn't you kick a goose while they're down?
Just take out the other kneecap. It's fine. God, that's horrifying. I hate it. All right. Do you want to do a... Well, yeah. Cool. So you can go ahead and attack. I'm going to say that getting their kneecap shot out at least eases your attack against them. So that reduces it to a 5.
You're just blinded by pain at that point.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a 15 or higher. It's with you're doing like an unarmed strike. I'll give you the option basically with that iron fist thing going forward. You can either do 4 points of damage and it's not eased, or you can do 2 points of damage and the attack is eased.
I would like to do 2 points of damage and the attack is eased.
Perfect. Love it. So that brings it down again to a difficulty 4. So you got to roll a 12 or higher, unless you got anything else you want to add in there.
I rolled another 7.
Perfect. Yeah, you strike down. You miss their knee. Unfortunately, Jackie is flailing about with in pain.
Damn it! I need you to stay still if I'm going to kick out the other kneecap.
Exactly. You do strike them in the thigh a little bit, but it just grazes, not enough to do any damage, unfortunately. But you are now standing over them, kicking this poor person on the ground. All right. Anything else for your turn, Ava, or are you all good?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Sylvia's going. They're going to attack Rudy again. Let's grab a roll for you. 15 or higher.
Okay.
Oh, that's only a 13.
Got it. Okay. Yep. She's still like ripping through him, but mostly just like small cuts and stuff. The one meaty thing was across the chest was the main thing. But Rudy is hurting, hurting bad. So with that, now we can jump back up to the top of initiative with Ruby.
I feel like Ruby definitely has like this like kind of bloody feral smile because she's been injured quite a bit this bout, but like she's continuing talking and like you guys can hear the echoes of like something other in her voice, and like it's just like she's taunting. She's still taunting. She's saying, "This was a mistake. You should have known better than to come after me." Like,
to anyone watching, you do notice Ruby's eyes have gone fully black at this point. Just as a heads up, Ruby, you wouldn't know this, but to anyone else,
this is not concerning at all.
You are noticing that there is something. If there were any doubts before, there is something otherworldly happening.
Like she's just going into a rant about like how she like left of her own volition and just wanted to like be done with everything, but they continue to try and drag this up and drag her back, and continues to use Bewitch because she's just like, nah. you can suffer and not be able to do a thing about it.
Perfect. Cool. All right. So that. So what would you like to do then on this turn? Are you just continuing?
Oh,
to
she's
bewitch?
just using bewitch again.
Perfect. Of course. Hey,
Yeah.
if it ain't broke.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So now we're back over to Jackie and Rudy. Jackie, I think, is quite desperate. And I'm gonna make a luck check for this because there's an immediate threat, which is Ava right above them, who is gonna start taking them out. Although Ruby is an important target because they need Rudy's help. So I'm gonna roll. If we get 11 or higher, we're going after Ruby. If I get 10 or less, I'm going after Ava. All right, I got a 5, so they're going after Ava. So they're
Brax, she's like standing over him.
from the ground.
Idiots.
They take their knife and try to stab you in the thigh. Go ahead and make a speed defense roll. Again, difficulty 6. Try to roll an 18 or higher. Although you're eased, I believe, so that should.
Yeah,
take
I've got specialization.
Yep.
And speed defense. So.
Perfect. So 15 or higher.
17.
Oh my god. All right. Yep. Yeah, they strike up to stab you, and you just grab their wrists and throw it away.
Yeah.
The knife flies out of their hand and scatters along.
Mm-hmm.
They're reaching back to their belt to grab another one of their many throwing knives.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Great. That's all that Jackie could do this turn. Rudy is still locked up with a werewolf on their back, and he's got Ruby talking shit. Garon, you're up next. Both of them look incredibly injured. It looks like just like one more strike on each is going to take him out. What would you like to do on your turn?
Cool. I am, since Ruby's pretty much been holding Rudy in place, I'm going to shoot Jackie again.
All right, sounds good. Jackie's on the ground, wounded. You fire across. Go ahead and make your roll. Obviously, difficulty 7, 18 or higher.
Is this...
Oh, and
eased?
I'll ease it because they're freaking dying on the ground.
Because I shot them in the kneecap.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah, we'll continue to. I think I'm just gonna basically hinder all of the things that they want to do. So dodging your attack is gonna get hindered. So yeah, 15 or higher. Okay. There you go.
They can't dodge too far. Ava's standing over them.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 12.
Ah, dang it.
Oh, dang.
All right. Well, yeah. Fire across. Ava, you just see like you hear the gunshot and you see a puff of dirt like right next to your foot as the bullet like strikes the ground right next to you.
Watch where you're shooting that, Ron. She like does a little dance as she like hops away from it.
Love it. Awesome. All right. Cool. That's Garon. If you're all good, we're gonna jump over to Ava.
Mm-hmm. Ava is going to want to you know what? I think she's going to just I'm going to use Iron Fist, but let me know if I can use it in this way.
Sure.
Just put her boot over Jackie's throat and just start to press weight on it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they're gonna obviously try to defend themselves from this, but go ahead and make your roll to attack.
Yeah.
So difficulty 6. Do you want to go ahead and ease it and do less damage?
Yes, that's what I would like to do.
All right, cool. So difficulty 5, 15 or higher.
The point isn't entirely to like kill him; it's to gain submission. So she's not.
Yeah. You want to take them out of the scenario completely.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Go ahead and make your roll unless you want to add anything to it. We're at difficulty 5, 15 or higher.
No, I think I'll just 14. So
14.
that just misses it.
Yeah. You bring your boot up. Unfortunately, telegraph your
It like
attack a little too much.
slides.
We'll bring it down, and Jackie reaches up and like grabs your boot and pushes it to the side, so it hits the ground right next to them. Awesome. All right, you all good with your turn there? Anything you want to do or say?
No, she doesn't really know what the hell's going on. She just knows that she's fighting. Ava's
Yeah,
like,
fine.
I'm confused, but all right.
All right, need another strike from Sylvia. 15 or higher on our die there.
That is a 15.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, they are like ripping through them at this point. Rudy drops to his knees as the pain and everything is just too much to keep him standing. And she like wraps around in front of him and just strikes across the throat. You see blood start pouring out of his throat as he loses his ability to breathe. You just hear gargling noises coming out of his mouth as he collapses to the ground to bleed out and die. She then turns her attention, looks at you, Ruby, and nods before turning back over to Jackie. And it looks like she's moving in for the kill. But before that can happen, Ruby, it's your turn. What would you like to do with this?
I think Ruby will first thank Sylvia and then ask her to wait and immediately change Bewitch to Jackie and ask, why did my father send you?
Gotcha. Yeah, you turn. Jackie is immediately locks eyes with you. You've got them under your spell here. You ask Sylvia to stop. So I'm gonna put in a roll here because Sylvia's kind of consumed by bloodlust.
Bloodlust.
So to stop her without using an ability, we're just gonna have a straight roll going here.
Okay.
This is like a persuasion check, basically. So it uses your intellect. If you have anything you'd like to use the roll.
Well, I already have I'm trained in persuasion, and then I'll probably, depending, put effort into it as well.
Okay. Well, it starts at a 5. That brings it down to a 4. So it'd be a 12 or higher. You want to apply effort.
Yeah, I will put another effort into this.
Great. So it brings it down to difficulty 3. Just got to roll a 9 or higher to just, with your word, stop Sylvia.
That is a 10.
A 10?
Yes.
Cool. Just enough. Thank God you put in that effort.
Yeah.
Sylvia's gonna stop and wait and just watch what's unfolding. You talk to Jackie. Jackie is now still. I think I'm gonna pull us out of initiative unless anyone is intending to kill Jackie right here and now. This is your moment to speak up. No?
No.
All right. So Jackie's like, well, you want to come back, right, Ruby? You're the chosen one. You're gonna bring about the good mother's teachings.
Why would you have to grab her and forcibly take her if she wanted to go back?
Yeah, I left of my own accord. Why else would I have snuck out and hidden from you for how long?
Jackie is like, is about to say something, but Sylvia like looks around and you see her like revert back to her human form, shake it off, and she's like, let's get off the streets. Let's go to my general store right over here. And she's gonna help come over, and she's like grabbing Jackie and is gonna help you over before you hear a gunshot in the air.
No.
No one gets hit, but you turn around and you look, and coming out of the sheriff's office, you see Deputy Sloan with a rifle, has fired it into the air and is now pointing it at Sylvia. And he says, he yells, "Nobody move, drop your weapons, lay on the ground." And with that, we are at 3:00, so we're going to leave it on that.
Thank you.
I will pick up next week, I believe.
Not next week.
Not next week.
I will be out of town.
Dang it. Yeah. Man, we're
the week after. We can definitely do.
Awesome. Yeah. Perfect. I love it. Awesome. Cool. Well, that went pretty well. You guys, that ability that you got, that bewitch ability, Ruby, is
was
quite a thing.
Nasty.
Yeah, exactly.
Nasty.
Nasty.
Yep.
Nasty.
Awesome. Well, Charlie, if you want to take us out.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for joining us for a shorter session today. We'll be back in 2 weeks, hopefully.
Yes. Yeah. Pending no major disasters.
Soonest in 2 weeks. Hopefully everyone else is having a better time than some of us are.
Yes.
Yeah. So go take a nap. Enjoy your week. Enjoy summer weather. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Awesome.